welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrea, and as you can see by my eyeshadowless eyes and my cherry headband, this is another hashtag build a theme collab video that I do every month with my very good friend Lisa over at Banning Panning and Beyond. We are picking a theme and then building a palette using our common singles, and this month is a little bit different because I wanted to dupe a specific palette. So we duped the palette, but we still chose just 6 shades to pull out for purposes of this video because we both have very extensive single eyeshadow collections and we share a fair amount of the same singles. So we're trying to get more use out of our collection doing it this way. So the theme for July is tropical. Basically, I live in Michigan, so it's summer and it's balls hot. Lisa is in Australia and it's winter and it's cold, and she wishes she could be in the tropical destinations. So it works out for both of us, kind of. And the palette that I wanted to dupe is the ColourPop Lush Life palette. Like, I really don't buy from ColourPop anymore, but that's the palette that kind of like got away from me. One, because I didn't even know that they released it. I never even saw it. And then 2, by the time I did see people talking about it, it was gone and discontinued, like everything else good that ColourPop does. So, but we're not here to listen to me be salty about that. We're here to hopefully watch me put some eyeshadow on my face. So this is what our dupe palette is looking like, and I'll run through the shades that we have in here really quick, and then I'm going to pull out, or just pull to the side, the ones that we're using for purposes of this video. So we have Paper Tiger from ColourPop. This is Egg Hunt from Glaminatrix. That's What She Said from Looksy. Meadow from the ColourPop Sweet Talk palette. This is Salamander from Clionadh. Lime from Face Glaze Beauty. Siren of the Sea from Looksy. Rookie from the ColourPop Good Sport palette. This is ICYMI from Sweet Talk. Emerald City from At For A Sight from ColourPop. The Fates from Misunderstood. That's the name of the palette, right? Yep. The Fates from Misunderstood from ColourPop, and then Feel Free from the Sweet Talk palette again. So the 6 shades that we decided we are going to use. How am I going to do this so that it... Just going to rearrange these just real quickly so that I can just... Okay, so these are the 6 that we decided to use. Paper Tiger, Egg Hunt, Meadow, Lime, Rookie, and The Fates. And I think I'm going to do something a little bit unexpected. I know, right? Okay, so hopefully this isn't too difficult, because even though my office has got a southern exposure and there's lots of sunlight, my office is also right next to the garage, which blocks a lot of the light. So even though it's like really bright outside, it's going to be a little difficult in here, but that's fine. We're just going to do our best. So obviously I've already got my base on, yada yada, brows, primer, and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to get right into doing the look. I'm going to start off with this really fluffy tapered blending brush, and I'm going to go in with Paper Tiger and just put that all in my transition. I've got to figure out a good way. Oh, and the sun is being covered by clouds, because why wouldn't it be? That's fine. I'll just wait. Insert Jeopardy music here. This is as good as it's going to get, whatever. I'm super professional on this channel, by the way, just so you know. If this is the first video of mine you've ever watched, doesn't get any better than this, folks. I don't know. I think I'm in a silly mood today, so sillier than normal. So Paper Tiger really is one of ColourPop's like really good, more neutrally transition shades. Then I kind of, so I'm going to use the more neutral stuff on top and do a colorful lower lash line when normally, I mean, if you watch my channel, you know, I would tend to go for that green and blue all over my lid, but I want to do something a little different than normal, and I'm really hoping that Lisa does the opposite of what I'm going to do, because I think her first inclination would be do all neutrals and then pop of color. So I'm hoping she like makes a really bright eye look. I'm interested to see how this will turn out. So now I'm taking a smaller, I don't think it has a name, it's just one of the Clionadh brushes, but it's still a fluffy blending brush, but you can see it's much smaller than that BH one. So I'm going to take the shade Meadow from the Sweet Talk palette and run that in my transition area. And hope that it's blending, because I can't see very well. I haven't used the Sweet Talk palette in probably a couple years at this point, which is sad. But I really do love that palette. It makes my eyes look so blue when I just use that palette on its own, because all of those tones just really set off blue eyes. It's looking pretty fine. Pretty fine. I don't know. Okay. Got too much crap. Let's just call a spade a spade. I've got too much crap. So this is again this is a brush that did have a name at one point, but it's one of the IT and Ulta brushes, but whoever designed it was super smart and put like metallic silver writing on a silver brush handle, and it's all rubbed off, and you couldn't really see it when it wasn't rubbed off anyway, so someone deserves a prize for that. But I am in a weird mood. I don't know. My videos usually aren't this bad. Okay, and I'm taking the shade Rookie, and I'm taking the shade Rookie, and I'm going to put that in my outer corner. Maybe? Let me see. Where's my little... This is chaos, I tell you. Absolute chaos. That doesn't have a mirror. None of these have mirrors because ColourPop doesn't like to put mirrors in their palettes. Cool. Does this one have a palette on here? Yes. Okay, I'm just going to use the mirror for my Beauty Bay Book of Magic palette because my setup right now is not working for me very well. Okay. And then now I'm going to put some glitter glue on my lid and use my NYX glitter primer. This is almost empty, but I think it's Lainey who has the same problem. It's separated, so I don't know how well you can see. It's coming out of the side instead of the tip. but there's so little left. Like, I just want to use it up. And then I'm just going to take my finger and go into that Glaminatrix Egg Hunt shade and put it all over my lid. Why am I not using there? Oops. I'm tapping it all the way over, but I probably will end up going back. Go back in with Rookie just to, I almost put my finger in the wrong shade, to make sure that it's not totally covered up, but I feel like for me it's easier to do my outer corner, then do my lid shade, and then go back over my outer corner to help blend and like get it to be a little more pronounced again, as opposed to either doing my outer corner first and then trying to keep the lid shade contained, for lack of a better word, or doing my lid shade first and then doing the outer corner, even though like that way shouldn't be that different. I don't know. I just do what I like to do. See? Now, I'm trying to decide if, oops. Now I'm going to take this angled brush from the Elf and J Kissa collab and go into the Fates, which is that dark navy blue, and I'm going to put that probably through like the bottom 2/3 of my lower lash line, because I want to put the lime shade on the inner corner, but I also want it to top some of the navy, but not all of it. I want them to be two separate colors and then blended in the middle. So let's see how this turns out. Well, I went a little further in than I wanted to on the side, but it's not that big of a deal, so. And I kind of like, I don't know how well you can see it, but when I do my lower lash line, I try, let's see, you can tell, I try to bring it up. Like, I don't stop right here. I try to extend it a little bit because that helps me when I'm doing my liquid liner to put it in the right spot so that it's a little more even on both sides, as opposed to if I don't have that guiding line, they tend to look wonkier than usual. They're not quite as even, but when I do that little like line extension, it helps them to look a little similar, like they could vaguely be related. Okay. And then finally, I'm going to do that lime shade from Face Glaze Beauty, but I am going to put some glitter glue on my brush because that is quite a like flaky textured shade. I don't even know why I'm bothering to unscrew the top because it doesn't come out on the top anymore. And I don't want to have green fall out all over the place. I'm going to have some because I'm not a professional and that's just what happens, but I prefer not to have more than I need. The sun is just messing with me lately. I don't know why I'm like holding it all the way over here when you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just putting glitter glue on, so I guess it's not the most riveting content anyway. Okay. And actually, so I still have like the remnants of the glitter glue on my brush, but I don't know if you can see just how flaky that is. I'm also going to spray it because, oh my God. I want to do everything in my power to make sure that I don't end up with chunks of green flakes all over my under eye. And then I'm also going to bring it up into my inner corner too, because why not? It's not bad, actually. I know colorful inner corners are kind of like, oh, I don't know if they still are. They were kind of a trend at one point, and I never really got into it, so what better way than to try it in this video? I don't know how well you can see because my lighting is CRAP, but the lime where it's starting to blend into the face is making this really pretty teal shade, and I like it a lot. So all that I'm going to do, we do have like a rule that we can bring in extra shadows. I feel like it's looking weird here. I usually don't, except for my brow bone highlight. So I'm just going to do that real quick. I've been using my e.l.f. Moonlight Pearls baked highlighter for months because I brought it into This Is Fantasy, and this is not really a spoiler because it's not like I have pan or anything, but it's getting pretty, like, relatively flat. I won't say pretty flat. It's getting flatter, which I just can't even imagine how long it will take me to finish this up using it as a brow bone highlight, but that's fine. So eyeshadow is done. I'm going to hop off camera and set my face, do my liner, pick out a lippy, and then I will be back to show you my finished look. Okay, so here's the finished look, and I really like it a lot. It is so pretty. Oh my God, the sun just hates me. So it is what it is. I'll insert a better picture that doesn't, when the sun is actually cooperating, so you can actually maybe see what it looks like. But I finished it off with my ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in DTLA in the lower waterline, my ColourPop Spare Time Creme Gel Liner, my upper waterline, and then my AOA Studio Green Liner, my liquid liner, and then I have my Wayne Goss Lip Pencil and my Manna Kadar. Why did I put it away? I don't know. My Manna Kadar. Wow, like I can read this. Lip Locked Priming Gloss Stain in the shade Pinot Noir. Which every time I see this, somebody has watched The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, right? Right? Titus? Pinot Noir? You get where I'm going with this. But anyway, I don't know. Anyway, that is it for my collab with Lisa this month. I hope you will go check her out because she always does awesome looks, and I'm really excited to see what she comes up with for this month. And like I said, I feel like this is one of my favorite looks I've ever done in this series, and one of my favorite looks I've done in a while. It's so like nice and soft on top, but then like bam, bright green and dark blue. I don't know. It's really pretty, and I like it a lot, and I hope you do too. And I don't know where I'm going with this. Just thank you for sticking around and watching me ramble while I put my makeup on, or my eyeshadow at least. And as I said, go check out Lisa's channel. I always have her linked down below. And I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. You're staying safe and sane and healthy. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.